Papa Squat coming at you once again. So I was doing a little more research and found something interesting. Interesting in that this song, which is called King Tim the Third, or King Tim 3, Personality Jock, in parentheses, is by a band called, I want to make sure I'm getting this right, the Fatback Band. So maybe they were fans of pork. I don't know. I'm down with that though. The thing that's interesting about this is this song came out in 1979 on an album called 12 XII, released in March 25th of 1979, a few months before Rapper's Delight by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, which is widely regarded as the first commercially released hip-hop song. But it looks like this King Tim the Third Personality Jock song beat them by a little bit. It was originally a B-side for a 7-inch single. For those that don't know, music used to be released, obviously, well, I say obviously, on vinyl records, and they had different sizes of records. So a full-size record was a 12-inch record, and usually was an EP or an LP, an extended playing record or a long playing record. But then they had smaller records, like a 7-inch. I'm not sure if that was a standard size. I assume it was, but it usually had like maybe 1 or 2 songs on it, a front side and a back side. So the A side was You're My Candy Sweet, mid-tempo disco song. However, the song stalled at number 67 after 4 weeks on the R&B chart, and was replaced the following week by King Tim the Third, Personality Jock, on the chart, which peaked at number 26 on the R&B chart and stayed there for 11 weeks, which actually is pretty significant. So obviously the higher the song is on those charts, the more popular it was. That's how they tracked things back in the day. I don't know how they do it now with everything being digital. It's probably very similar. Although incredibly different at the same time. And it stayed for 11 weeks. So it was there for like 3 months, which is pretty solid, especially for a rap song, which was, fairly new type of music in 1979. So origin of the song, King Tim the Third starts when Bill, who's Bill? Have they mentioned Bill? Bill. Yeah, they haven't mentioned Bill. Bill Curtis. Here we go, the songwriter. Starts when Bill was in the studio with his co-producer Jerry Thomas, or as Bill called him, his right-hand man. Bill said to him, "Jerry, look at this album we're doing. It's the Bad Back 7 album." Jerry asks him, what do they want to do? And Curtis says, "I don't know, let's do a rap." And Jerry says, "I know a guy who can rap," and so they bring him in the next day, and he starts rapping, and that's how this song came about. King Tim the Third, quote, parentheses, Personality Jock, end parentheses. So I think the significance of this is that it came out shortly before Rapper's Delight. Having just listened to it for the first time ever, I can see why Rapper's Delight caught on quite a bit more than this song. Rapper's Delight, one, had something to say that I think really resonated with people, especially people in the inner city and black people in general. Whereas this strikes me as much more of just like a kind of dance party song. Why don't we get it started here? I'm going to turn it down just a little tiny bit, and you'll see what I have to say. You'll see what I mean when we start this. It's a 6-minute song, so not too long.
All right, y'all. Here we go.
Here we go.
Clap your hands and you stomp your feet 'cause you're listening to the sound of the show.
it's funny because we often hear the term "we can rock you so viciously," so I can only assume that that was something that in the New York rapping scene somebody came up with, and everybody was like, "That sounds cool," because we hear it a lot in these early rap songs. So you can also feel kind of the disco influence on this, especially since the A side of this this release was in fact a disco song, and you can hear kind of the disco beat in the background of this.
2, 4, 6, 8. Fatback, don't you hesitate. All you people who like to groove,
Party people.
to let your body move, to the rhythm, and let us all hang out.
So you can see how this is much more of like just a dance, good time song, and I don't want to. Again, I don't know anything about these people. I don't want to say anything bad about them, but it looks like, or it feels like, they just needed to fill the other side of a record, and they wanted to do a rap song, and they came up with something that they were like, oh yeah, people will like to dance to this, they'll have a good time to it, as opposed to what Grandmaster Flash did with Rapper's Delight, which was have something to say, have multiple things to say, and also have, like I said when I reviewed that song, 3 or 4 just absolutely fantastic hooks. Catch the beat. See, now if they had played up the catch it, catch it, catch it, catch the beat, that could have been a really cool hook for this song. But it's almost like, it's almost in the background, like it's the music in the background is competing with that. That would have actually been a pretty nice little hook. This is another song that, the phrases they were just saying, do it to me and I'll do it to you. It kind of quickly goes into this whole like party time, sexy time, we're doing it to each other, and you'll see there's more lyrics along those lines. There you go. That's a little more forward from the background music. I do like the bass line. Oh, nice. Rock You So Good, You Want It Again. I also believe he's hitting on his cousin at this point. See, that was also good. Ring ding dang a ding a ding dang. Love it.
Stomp your feet and you clap your hands, cause you listen to the sound of the Fatback Band. Ain't nothing new in what I do, cause I'm doing it all just for you. I'm hotter than tea, I'm sweeter than honey. I'm not doing it for the money. I'm sugar-coated, double-dunk, chocolate MC man. I'm sweeter than the almond joy and grandma's sweet no jam. I'm the modified, the rectified, cause-ictified, cause-justified, convertified, cause-justified, to rock your mind, say all the time, to the way, everybody, to the way, everybody, it's on and on and on and on, like hot butter on, say what the popcorn.
Like hot butter, what on the popcorn? No. Sorry about that.
Once you reach the top, you won't be alone. You got King Jim on the microphone. Just grab your partner, you start to swing, cause I'm well known just like Burger King. I don't sell burgers, whole french fries. I'm only here to make your nature right. Just grab your partners around and round, just grab her by the butt and boogie it down. Just open
Grab her by the butt and boogie down.
just like at the Mardi Gras. I'm the man of action, the main attraction. The girls call me the satisfaction. I'm the Romeo, the Casanova. Here tonight, I'm going to get over to the beat. Everybody.
So this part right here, I actually kind of like where he's ending the song, and they fade out the music, but they have his voice continue.
Tonight, I'm going to get over to the beat. Everybody. To the beat. Everybody.
So there, kind of I mean, literally a good time party song. Filling a B-side. Obviously, it caught some people's attention because it does have a good beat. I love the bass line. I think they missed some opportunities with a couple of good hooks that they had built in. But at the same time, how do you compete with even the first minute of this?
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Just so good, like right off the bat.
Broken glass everywhere. People on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise. Got no money to move out, I guess I got no choice. Rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far, cause a man...
So there, that's the first minute of the message. Completely different song. Actually has something to say. Isn't really a dance song. Like, I don't know how you would honestly dance to that, but great. It's just, I mean, I've talked about the song before. I absolutely think it's fantastic. But this, the Fatback Band and their King Tim III just doesn't really compare, in my opinion. It's interesting because it came out in the same year, 1979. It actually came out a couple of months before Rapper's Delight, and I think it's worthy to know more about it just because of that. It actually really kind of saddens me how little information is out there on the internet about some of these old rap bands. I was actually looking to maybe do something with a band. Let's see, the song was Jazzy 4 MCs by MC Rock, and there is no information whatsoever about them on the internet that I could find. So I'm kind of curious if I'm going to run into more issues like that as I'm trying to find things. There's also a band called Sickle Cell and Rapazoody that I can't find their song Rapazoody in Blue anywhere. I think I also looked up Spider Rap. Anyway, so there's a bunch of songs out there from the earliest days of recorded rap that there's just nothing on the internet that's easy to find. And you know, part of me, I even feel bad for the fact that as I'm recording this, all I'm able to show you is apparently the cover to the album or the sleeve that this 7-inch single came in. Like, wouldn't it be more interesting to be able to see an actual video like we did with Rapper's Delight and like we have with, you know, some of the other songs that we've listened to? I may be moving on from 1979 here, and I think there's a few more songs that are probably worth listening to, but I might jump around a little bit because there's some good music from this time period that I want to get to. Anyway, thanks again, Papa Squat. You have a good day.